With this NX, Lexus has brought us a strikingly styled premium mid-sized SUV that's unafraid to go its own way when it comes to cars of this kind. It's the only model in this class that can't be ordered in diesel form, with most variants instead offering a beautifully refined and highly efficient petrol-electric hybrid powertrain. If you're choosing in this segment, most of the magazines will tell you to go and buy something diesel-powered and German. But if an NX appeals, you might well feel that you know better. And you could be right.
Push the starter button here and the only sound you get in a Lexus NX 300h is a soft whir of the steering wheel departing from its raised entry-exit position to your preferred memory settings. The dials will spark into life and you can then ready yourself to slide away purely on electric power, locking the car into that mode if necessary by pressing this EV button down here by the gear stick. So, what's it like? Well, let's start with the good stuff. The NX comes only with a 2.5 litre petrol-electric hybrid engine, offering a combined output of 195 bhp and mated to an eCVT auto gearbox. For town use, it's an almost perfect combination. In fact, there's really no other crossover of this size that even comes close to the seamless waft of propulsion that this car provides. So if you're looking for the most relaxing and refined mid-sized SUV you can buy for shopping and school run duties, well, you can end your search right here. This is it. Unfortunately, out of town, the belt-driven transmission is far less accommodating. The gear shift that was so sweet and smooth when you were just ambling about rather loses its way when more rapid progress is called for. You press the throttle hard, the revs roar, and, well, not a huge amount of forward motion's delivered. The sales figures suggest that most NX buyers will work around this kind of potential irritation, though, as we've been very happy to do in this test. And nor do loyal buyers appear to be particularly concerned by the rather over-firm ride. And that's something Lexus claims to have tried to address with this revised model, without much actual overall effect. The AVS, Adaptive Variable Suspension System, that would solve this issue is only fitted to a pricey F-Sport with Premier Pack variant, and it can't be ordered as an option. Still, compensations here are many, and they aren't only limited to this hybrid model's silken urban demeanour and impressive low-speed refinement. The hybrid system facilitates a CO2 figure of 121 grams per kilometre across the range. That's far better than you get from a diesel-powered rival. That in turn means that owners will be making much lower benefit-in-kind tax payments, enough indeed to potentially save a 40% taxpayer more than £1,000 a year over what would be necessary to pay with a comparable black pump fueled rival. The 55.4 miles per gallon combined cycle fuel consumption figure is more similar to competitors, but of course an NX will also be cheaper to run in that regard because you'll be filling it up with cheaper green pump fuel. Remember when Lexus models tried to look like their competitors? Well, seems a bit quaint now, doesn't it? Those days are long gone, and in this NX, what we've got instead is one of the most individual designs on offer in the current market. It's styling an absolute riot of contrasting angles, swage lines and details, all competing for your attention. It has absolutely no right to work, but somehow it just does. All this being the case, it would have been particularly disappointing if on the inside Lexus had served up something more conventional. Fortunately, they haven't done. Here instead, the look and feel is more deliberately modern, with sharp angles and bold slashes of wood and metal. It's all evidence of Lexus's growing confidence as a car maker. The major change with this revised model is the replacement of the previous 7-inch centre dash infotainment screen with the much classier looking and easier to use 10.3-inch monitor of the upgraded Lexus Premium Navigation package, which is now standard across the range. Time to take a seat in the rear, where there's more space than the exterior dimensions lead you to expect. Knee room is especially good by class standards, and although there's not a great deal of cabin width, what you do get is embellished by the fact that the NX does without the kind of high centre transmission tunnel that features on most of its rivals. Out back, plusher models Get this, well, arthritically slow powered tailgate that rises to reveal a 475 litre luggage capacity. Thanks to the need to house the hybrid system's batteries under this rather high floor, that's a little less than some rivals offer, although it is substantially bigger than you'll get in a rival Range Rover Evoque. Push everything forward and there's a slight slope to the loading floor, but there is plenty of usable space with up to 1,520 litres of fresh air on offer. So, there you have it. The NX may still be a little too individual to sell in the kind of numbers its maker would like, but then that's all part of its appeal. It's not perfect, but it's never boring. And in a market sector that's getting just that little bit stale, it's a breath of fresh air.